Hi, I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Welcome to County Report this week. Coming up in the next half hour, if you want to do business with the county, then plan to attend the Procurement Forum. It's free and we have all the info. Plus, how the Hispanic Gala has again made college dreams come true. And later, the kickoff to high school football, why it's going to be an action-packed season. But first, County Executive Ike Leggett took part in the Cities for Citizenship. This is a national bipartisan effort. It's to encourage immigrants to apply to become U.S. citizens. Now the county-wide Citizenship Corners has been launched at the Rockville Memorial Library.
Montgomery County has joined more than 60 cities and counties across the country to host naturalization workshops and events for Citizenship Day. As heard earlier, this is an effort to encourage citizenship among immigrants at all times when a growing backlog of processing application may in fact discourage people. We've heard some discouraging comments in the press about the processing, some discouraging words about immigrants, but we're here in Montgomery County to encourage people to in fact apply, go through the process, because we think that it's well worth the effort to do so.
Recently, 2 local workshops were held to help with the application process. The information is provided in multiple languages. The program will be offered in the county at libraries and other locations. To find out when and where, go to the Gilchrist Center website or call 240-777-4940. Amazon chief Jeff Bezos appeared before the Economic Club of Washington and guessed the one question that was on everyone's mind.
About 1,500 of the region's business leaders on Thursday night attended an Economic Club of Washington dinner to hear the world's richest man, Jeff Bezos, talk about his trillion-dollar company, Amazon. The crowd at the Washington Hilton included Maryland Governor Larry Hogan as well as D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser. Maryland and the district, as well as Virginia, are among the 20 communities vying to be the site of Amazon's HQ2. The company's second headquarters is expected to bring 50,000 high-paying jobs. Bezos kept his cards close to his chest.
When you use your intuition and make decisions, where is the intuition leading you now on your second headquarters?
All right. Can we just take a moment to acknowledge that that may be the best segue in the history of interviewing?
All right.
Seriously, David,
So-
that is
All right.
that's
so
amazing.
The answer is?
The answer is very simple. We will announce a decision before the end of this year. So we've made tremendous progress. The team is working their butts off on it, and we will get there. No, hey, be nice. Come on.
15 or so marched outside the Hilton, protesting the lucrative packages governments have offered to lure HQ2. For County Report this week, I'm Doug Tallman.
If you're a local business owner looking for procurement opportunities in the county, then mark your calendar for this free event. It's sponsored by the Office of Procurement. Joining us to tell us more is Director Cherie Branson. Cherie, thanks so much for joining us. What can you tell us about this year's forum?
This year's forum is the 3rd annual forum. We're really very excited about it. It will kick off at 9 a.m. at the Silver Springs Civic Center. We will have opening remarks by County Executive Leggett, and after that, from 9 to 1, there will be presentations on how to do business with the county, how to write effective business proposals, what kind of certification businesses should seek, and most importantly this year, we're adding some new things. We're adding a session on how to do social marketing for your business. We look forward to having a lot of people there. We already have 350 people registered, so I hope that everybody who wants to know about the opportunities coming up with the county as well as with a number of private sector businesses who are based in the county will come out, learn, network, and just have a great time on Friday, October 5th at the Silver Spring Civic Center.
Thanks, Cherie. Sounds like it's going to be a great event. For more information, go to montgomerycountymd.gov/pro. Coming up on County Report this week, how the Hispanic Gala showed its commitment to helping local scholars go to college. And his Rags to Riches book was a huge hit, and so was the movie. How he shared his Pursuit of Happyness with local students. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. She's the chief meteorologist at Fox 5 and lives in Montgomery County. After more than 3 decades, Sue Palka is the longest-running weathercaster in our area. She tells MyMC Media how technology has changed and why she can forecast our local weather with confidence.
As of this month, I've been at Fox 5 for 33 years, and I've been living in Montgomery County for all of those 33 years. I have such a long career that I remember drawing weather maps with magic markers. It's so much easier now because we have so much great data, the internet. I just feel really, really confident. And I think not only do the models help, but my 33 years of memory of this area, and in particular what happens in Montgomery County, really serves me well. I'm proud of my long career there. I'm proud that people trust me with the forecast. And I just really like using communication, hopefully, to deliver a message that people can understand and bring weather down to earth. You almost have to prepare for it like it's an Olympic event. I'm up late looking at new guidance. I'm up early looking at the new tracks. I read a lot of discussions. I look where all the models and something we call ensembles are taking the path of Florence, for example. We do defer to the National Hurricane Center forecast. We show their track because there needs to be one message. We are a team working together to hopefully bring the best weather forecast for this area, and in particular for Montgomery County, that we can possibly bring.
The Maryland Hispanic Gala is a dazzling event. It honors some of the state's most successful college students and some very special guests. Carolina Galeano has the story.
The academic success of Maryland students is the focus of the county's signature Hispanic Gala, kicking off Hispanic Heritage Month. The Maryland Hispanic Gala is the premier event for the Latino community of Montgomery County. The event celebrates the academic achievements of students from over a dozen Maryland colleges and universities, including proud sponsor of the community, Montgomery College.
It's such a wonderful event every year to celebrate student achievement. We salute you and we want you to continue.
Hosted at the Fillmore in downtown Silver Spring, the Maryland Hispanic Gala is a completely volunteer-run event committed to assisting Latino youth in financial need attain a higher level of education.
For our sponsors, it is an investment in youth, in individuals, in education, in our communities, in the future. Because at the end of the day, the young men and women that you see here today are the people that are going to run the companies in this country in the future.
More than 50 students were awarded scholarships funded by local and national sponsors, with Montgomery College students making up half of that group.
Being able to get this scholarship is really a blessing to me because I do really want to continue studying, and if we don't have money to do that, then I won't be able to study.
3 special guests were awarded for their efforts in student engagement. including Educator of the Year Alicia Morales Dini, Advocate of the Year Delegate Jocelyn Peña Melnick, and receiving the recognition for public service, Senator Chris Van Hollen. The Maryland Hispanic Coalition began the gala in 2013. 2 years later, the event grew to include qualifying students of diverse communities throughout the entire state of Maryland. Students receiving recognition at the gala have identified heritage from North and South America, Central America, Africa, and parts of Asia. For County Report This Week, in Silver Spring, I'm Carolina Galeano.
He wrote the book on the Pursuit of Happyness, which became a hit movie starring Will Smith. Now he's sharing his message with students at Redland Middle School. In this report, we learn how his words inspired the young, captive audience.
Pleasure to welcome Mr. Gardner to our Bulldog family. Please give him a Bulldog warm welcome.
Today we were extremely fortunate to have Chris Gardner, who is the CEO of Happyness, join us here. He was here to speak to our 8th grade students and to share with them, really to kick off his tour, a nationwide tour visiting 100 schools and giving them permission to dream.
My mother said to me, son, you could do or be anything. That in essence was the generational transfer of a dream.
I thought it was good. I liked to hear a story. I just liked that one saying about don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something.
Who's the best in the business? If nobody says your name, then you got work to do. I hope that all of these young people leave here today with the greatest gift that I ever got in my life, which I share with them, which was permission to dream.
Before arriving at Redland, Gardner started his day at Clarksburg High School. Those 2 visits were the kickoff to his national tour of 100 schools. Coming up on County Report this week, Madison Fields has become a field of dreams for those with disabilities. We'll tell you how horses are bringing comfort and smiles, and why these local turtles needed a helping hand to find a new habitat. Stay with us. County Report This Week. We'll be right back.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe, so respect the bus.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. There are 400 acres of gorgeous property that provides an experience like no other for those with disabilities. It's tucked away in the county's agricultural reserve. Susan Kennedy shows us why it's much more than a working farm.
Just off Big Woods Road in Dickerson, you'll find a farm nestled in the agricultural reserve that provides a rural experience like no other. Madison Fields is one of those places that takes your breath away. The 400-acre farm functions primarily as an equestrian facility. But what makes Madison Fields so unique
it's a lot of work. Yep, I've done before.
Is it provides therapeutic and vocational training opportunities.
I've been on a couple horses before.
For children and adults with physical and intellectual disabilities.
This farm is for everybody. It serves the community at large. It serves people with special needs and with differing abilities, and it serves veterans as well. It's intended to be inclusive, and we're making this place something special, that's for sure.
Ava is a participant in the Madison Fields Therapeutic Riding Program. Is he like your buddy?
He's my buddy and my child, so I love him.
She's been coming to the farm for more than a year, and in that time has formed a special bond with Dakota, a horse she refers to as her baby.
So what are you doing now?
I'm giving him with the curry. 1, 2, 3.
Again, shot.
Ava comes for riding lessons twice a week at Madison Fields.
Good, eyes up, look where you're going so that way he can follow your movement.
She learns basic horsemanship skills under the guidance of Maggie,
Little more walk. Down.
her certified riding instructor.
Down. Yeah. Good. Follow his shoulder. Up, down. So we were working on processing steps. Ava came up with her own course that she wanted to ride today. In your drawing you gave me, it was a 3-step course. So she had to remember all 3 steps, and we turned it into a barrel pattern, and she was able to complete it twice. Good. All right, walk on. More walk. Good job.
Through the riding program at Madison Fields,
Give him a pat, tell him he's a good horse. All right, you want to go outside for a walk? Yeah.
the horses improve the well-being of people of all ages with different needs,
Way to go, Casey. All right,
including those with autism, learning disabilities, and traumatic brain injury. In this year's budget,
here you go, let's put it back in the tack room.
the County Council approved grant funding for Madison Fields.
Good job.
Is Madonna getting clean or dirty?
The funds were used to start a new vocational program that provides structured opportunities for these adults with the goal of learning employable skills for jobs in agriculture. Councilmember Craig Rice is a big supporter of Madison Fields.
The reason why the majority of these folks didn't have jobs before is because the expectation was that they couldn't do it exactly, right? Exactly. And so redefining that for people to make sure that they understand that that couldn't be farther from the truth, that they can do a lot of the same stuff that we do.
Good job. Was that fun? Yeah. Good.
And for Ava, her time spent at Madison Fields is something that definitely makes her shine.
And you do a really good job with him. It must make you feel proud.
I am proud of myself. I'm proud of Dakota.
For more information about Madison Fields and the programs it offers, visit their website.
In Rockville, a project to improve the city's stormwater management system has meant moving some of the pond's longtime residents. Rock 11's Craig Buchanan has more.
A project to improve one of Rockville's stormwater management ponds required moving some of its longtime residents. It became officially known as Operation Turtle Lift.
At the outset of the Hungerford Stone Ridge project, when we met with the community, one of the items they expressed to us some concerns about what we would be doing with the wildlife during construction.
So the city enlisted help from the Mid-Atlantic Turtle and Tortoise Society, aka MATS, to relocate over 80 turtles to a new home.
Operation Turtle Lift started, I guess, with a phone call from the Rockville government to MATS.
Having worked with MATS on a previous project, I reached out to them again, and they were very willing and ready to help us, and facilitated the relocation of these turtles during this project.
An army of MATS volunteers spent several days laying turtle traps, then returning later to check and clear those traps.
Our mission is twofold. One is for the conservation of turtles in the wild, and also for the proper care of turtles in captivity.
The captured turtles were placed in plastic bins and relocated to Rockville's recently retrofit ponds at Horizon Hill Park, where they will now remain.
What I've heard, the turtles are very happy there. They're staying there, and the members of the neighborhood even see them laying eggs already.
Turtles are scavengers, predators, and food for other animals. They're considered an important part of the ecosystem in Maryland's ponds and waterways. But they are a sensitive population that wouldn't recover on their own after the construction in their original home completed.
Our MATS members, many of them who live around Rockville area, and have the opportunity to do something that really means something, because otherwise these animals would not survive this type of construction had to be done.
Rockville's proactive partnership with MATS is winning kudos from the community.
working with Mats was tremendous. The community support we had was tremendous, and everybody seemed to understand why we were doing it and the importance of doing it.
I was proud of Rockville. You know, being a born and raised Rockville native, I was happy to know that people in our government and people in our city will think about the wildlife and the animals.
Best of all, it wasn't a case of all work and no play.
It was literally fun for us. It wasn't a job, it wasn't anything else. It was fun for us to do.
It wasn't work for them at all, and they were telling us how great we were for engaging them to help us with this.
This successful collaboration between two caring causes acts as an example that Rockville's local government has a heart.
It worked out very nicely. We hope that Mats can continue to be the go-to organization for situations like this.
As long as Mats wants to help us, we've got other ponds that we need to work in.
To learn more about the Hungerford Stone Ridge Project, head to rockvillemd.gov/Hungerford Stone Ridge Project. For County Report This Week, I'm Craig Buchanan.
Coming up on County Report This Week, Poolsville Day sure lived up to its family fun tradition, but the mayor added a twist. Hear what he says the town really needs. And high school football is now in full swing. We have exciting Friday night highlights. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Interested in career success? Get to Montgomery College and we'll get you going. You can earn an associate's degree in only 2 years. With 3 campuses, award-winning faculty, and multiple online learning opportunities, Montgomery College will empower you to set your course and succeed. Want to pursue a bachelor's degree? If you start at MC, you can save 1/3 on total tuition costs of a 4-year program. Apply today.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. It's one of MC's most prestigious series, and now it's time to find out the speakers who will grace the stage for the fall semester. Danielle Stesky tells us more about the lineup.
I am on the Germantown campus in the Bioscience Education Center to talk about the lineup for the Frank Islam Athenaeum Symposium Speaker Series with Dr. Bess Vincent. Welcome, Dr. Vincent.
Thank you.
So what can we look forward to in this fall?
Well, our Fall 2018 theme is Understanding Information in a Digital Age, and so all of our speakers will speak to that topic in some capacity.
And our first lecture is at the end of September?
Yes, we have esteemed sociologist Elijah Anderson coming. He's a professor at Yale University, and he will be talking about his most recent ethnographic book. It's a study of the cosmopolitan canopy, and in it he offers a reinterpretation of racial dynamics based on public life in America.
Is there any poetry reading?
Yes, we have Erica Wright coming. She's an author and a poet, and she'll be reading from her poetry collection, All the Bayou Stories End and Drowned. In her presentation, she will talk a bit about what poetry has to offer us in the current climate and kinds of think pieces that are offered.
Every fall semester, one of the lectures in the series is co-sponsored by the Popek Humanities Institute. So who will be featured this year in the Bella Mishkinsky lecture?
We have Professor Emerita of Montgomery College, Myrna Goldenberg, coming. She's a leading scholar on women in the Holocaust, and she'll be speaking about a recent anthology that she put together called Before All Memory is Lost, and it documents women's voices of the Holocaust and their experiences as both women and Jews.
And also Facebook and social media.
Yes, we have our final speaker for the semester is Siva Vaidyanathan. He's a professor of media studies at University of Virginia. He's written many books, but he'll be coming to speak on his most recent, which is called Anti-Social Media, How Facebook Disconnects Us and Undermines Democracy.
They sound all very interesting. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All lectures are free and open to the public and will be held on the Germantown campus. For more information about the series, go to this website. For County Report This Week in Germantown, I'm Danielle Stesky.
Poolsville Day was more than an event for fun, food, and a parade. There was also a plea from the mayor. Take a look.
For Poolsville Days, residents from across Montgomery County came for food, fun, and to meet a few politicians. It was also a time to make a point. Poolsville Mayor Jim Brown carried an artist's rendering of a new high school for the community, making his pitch that the town also needs more county services.
Well, today it's about optics. The town of Poolsville has a high school that's in terrible condition, and we're a services desert for Montgomery County. So between those two, we've proposed that we have a new co-location center be built where the existing Poolsville High School is right now. And this is just an artist rendering that we created to show the people what it could look like.
For County Report This Week, I'm Doug Tallman.
As autumn approaches, high school football is now hitting full stride. The Winston Churchill Bulldogs have started the season with an impressive 2-0 record, while the Gaithersburg Trojans, coming off a 19-14 win against Seneca Valley, could end up being 2-1 after having to play 3 of the toughest teams in the county. MyMC Media's Vincent Saragino has the highlights.
After 2 weeks of lightning, we finally have our first full game of MCM Friday Night Football highlights for you, and it's Churchill with a record of 2-0 against Gaithersburg, who had a strong showing against Einstein in Week 1, and a win against Seneca Valley last week. We start in the second quarter where Michael Janis throws a swing pass to Andrew Ha, and he will get pushed right into your living room. That sets up this beautiful one-handed TD catch from Janis to Nick Smith, and that makes it 7-0 Churchill. Gaithersburg cheerleaders are trying to get their team back into the game. Later in the second quarter, Gaithersburg coughs up the football, Churchill recovers, and that's going to lead to this pass from Janis to Gabrielle Moore, and the score will be 14-0 Churchill. Next drive, Gaithersburg quarterback Brian DiCarlo scrambles and finds Andrew Oney, who gets his face mask pulled, so it's a 12-yard catch and an additional 15-yard penalty. That will set up this beautiful touchdown run from Aleo Karamoko, and Gaithersburg now is on the board 14-7, Churchill still with the lead. Next Churchill possession, Janis finds Max Muntz to make it 21-7. We now go to quarter number 3, and after Churchill blocked their first of 2 punts for the day, Janis hits Patrick Richardson for another touchdown. Final score on this one is 49-27. Here is what Churchill coach Williams had to say after the game.
We played sloppy, we had a lot of penalties, but I think the kids came out and played hard, and Gaithersburg, they're a heck of a team. They gave us a run for our money today.
For County Report This Week, I'm Vincent Saragino.
Now it's time to meet our pet of the week. This is Bonacelia. She is a sweet older gal looking for a soft bed and a family to love. She's a spayed American Pit Bull Terrier mix. She has low energy and doesn't need a whole lot of exercise. She gets along well with dog-loving kids. Because of her age, the adoption fee is waived. For more info, please call the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center at 240-773-5900 or visit Bonacelia on the web at montgomerycountymd.gov/ASD. With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. Before we go, we head to Rockville's Horizon Hill Park. Paul Walklow is a chainsaw carver. He recently turned a lifeless tree into one of the city's new works of art. I'm Anqoinette Crosby. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Steve.